Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News Update. Residents across Newcastle and the Hunter are being urged to stay vigilant about the risk of COVID-19, especially as we head into winter. It comes as a new survey suggests Australians believe we're experiencing the new normal for COVID-19, but experts are worried about a decline in COVID-safe behaviours. Medical Director at Pfizer Australia, Dr Krishan Thiru, says it's important locals understand their risk factors and have a plan in place if they test positive.
Local residents should continue to practice COVID-safe behaviours to keep themselves, their loved ones, and their local communities safe from serious illness this winter. And for those local residents who are particularly at high risk of severe illness from COVID-19, it's recommended to have an early discussion with a health professional, a GP or their nurse, and to develop a plan as to what should be done if they test positive for COVID-19.
The Air Force has confirmed Newcastle will stage a major air show in November this year. It'll be a 2-day event at Williamtown featuring aerial displays and a chance to get up close and personal with current and historic aircraft. The Air Force holds a show every 2 years. The last time Williamtown hosted an air show was in 2010. Double demerits are now in place ahead of the King's Birthday long weekend. Police will be out in force on roads across the Hunter and beyond after a tragic start to the year. 46 people have died in crashes in the northern region, which includes the Hunter. Acting Superintendent David Waddell says motorists need to slow down and keep to the road rules.
We will have double demerit points throughout the operation for speeding, mobile phones, seat belts and motorcycle helmet offences. Traditionally, this is one of the biggest times of the year, busiest times of the year, and we are enduring to ensure that we get people home safely.
The state government is expected to announce in coming days if it's in favour of the Newcastle 500 continuing. The Sports Minister has hinted the Supercars event is likely to get the thumbs up, saying it's very important the race is allowed to continue in Newcastle after the previous hosting rights deal finished this year. The state government's bus industry task force will host a forum with community members in Newcastle at the end of the month. Talks are expected to centre around service cancellations, accessibility and frequency. It comes after the member for Wallsend recently invited the Transport Minister to the Hunter to examine the contract of private bus operator Keolis Downer. A staunch advocate against privatisation, Sonia Hornery says it's clear changes need to be made to the local network.
The conditions for the staff under Keolis Downer are not as good as if they were working for state government, in terms of they're just not awarded the same level of penalties after work. They're not treated the same way. So there's no doubt that privatisation never brings a better outcome for the workers, and it never brings a better outcome for the community, that's for sure.
The local branch of mental health service Lifeline is appealing to the generosity of community members to help address a critical shortage in crisis support workers. With the rising cost of living and challenges posed by the pandemic, the organisation is experiencing a high number of calls and needs to raise $25,000 by the end of June to hire more staff. Lifeline Hunter CEO Robert Sams says there are a number of ways residents can show their support.
We'd love people in Newcastle and the Hunter to support us. You can jump onto our website, lifelinehunter.org.au, call our customer service number on 1300 152 854, or look for Lifeline Hunter on our socials and find a way to support us. And if that's financially, that's great. It might be through volunteering or it might be another way. But we'd love people to support our community as we support them.
2NURFM Sport.
Knights coach Adam O'Brien says there's still a place for Lachlan Miller in the side after he was not included in the team to face the Broncos tomorrow. Miller came off the bench during the club's recent win over Manly, but has since been playing in New South Wales Cup. O'Brien says Miller's time in reserve grade is to increase his value as a utility.
Just need a little bit more time with that. He understands that, and so we'll probably have the same experiment with him. They have a bye this week, but after that we'll probably look at playing him, bits of 5'8", bits of hooker, that utility value. That's where I see him at the moment.
The Jets have signed Western United goalkeeper Ryan Scott for the next A-League season. The 27-year-old says he's grateful for the opportunity after playing just one game in the last 2 seasons. Meanwhile, long-serving keeper Jack Duncan will depart the club after making 99 appearances since 2013. And Merriweather surfer Ryan Callanan is set to compete at the El Salvador Pro as an injury replacement for Margaret River's Jack Robinson. And the winning numbers in Powerball are 12, 15, 17, 20, 21, 22 and 28, and the Powerball is 11. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.